another thing, I suppose, for us to talk about, Matt, is probably a dungeon.
A dungeon. World of Warcraft.
You've been talking about this dungeon. I haven't done it yet. Matt, what the hell's going on? We even have audio visual aids. Incredible.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to be very careful to not blow your ears out like I did last time here. So be patient with me while I make sure this sounds half decent.
It sounds not at all.
Give me one moment, please, while I restart the audio capture, because I have to click the restart the audio capture button because macOS audio capture works perfectly. So
does it? Well, that's great to know, Matt. We have audio. Very low audio.
That should be okay enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if that's a bit low or a bit high. But yeah, so this is the Darkflame Cleft, which I went through last week, and I thought that this actually owns. This super owns. So I was here playing,
clip one
playing the worst Resto Druid gameplay you're likely ever going to see.
So we're fighting a mole.
Yeah, we've got Nagura doing boomy stuff in here as well. So we're fighting this old wax spirit. Look at that. The cart knocked me out of the way. It's Thogar! But in the middle.
I really enjoyed Operator Thogar.
Yeah. So you'll also see all of these menial labourers jumping out of the cart. And they're fixing on random players. Whatever shall we do? Well, we'll do the mechanic wrong. How's that? We'll just not do the mechanic. Who'll do the mechanic right first? It's Nakura. Look at that.
Oh my, look at that. It's union busting in action.
It is, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, what's that? Labourers, pull them on the tracks.
Matt, did you know that our office is near a train line?
Yeah, yes. I know because I can follow it home, basically.
Nice fight.
That would be the biggest waste of time and money for me to get the train home.
That would be hilarious.
It would be slower. But yeah, so I thought this was like just a nice little thing that they're doing. I love whenever they do small things that are actually mechanically in the game for you to do. This feels like a good thing to do while you're playing the game.
Using the world.
Yeah.
Right? It's one thing for something to be set in a mine, for it to then mechanically do things that you just naturally fit in a mine.
Yeah. So it's thematic as hell, and also you'll notice that we don't do this because we're just testing and we're bad. But the possibility here of me as a druid or Nagura using Ursul's Vortex in the middle, so they're stuck in the middle, so they always get hit, or typhooning a load of them into the way, is there. You want to drop an AoE stun on them when the cart's coming in. And how do you know the cart's coming in? Well, it isn't random. The track heats up, which doesn't make any sense, but it's a visual indicator.
Wait, what's that? Blizzard are Blizzard putting readability into the game? Good.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really think that's cool as hell.
So
you can do that.
Boss one, a cool fella.
That's actually the second. That's the first boss. I think I skipped. Do I skip? No, right. This is
our second clip. Then.
There's another small thing, right? But look at what happens when these guys die. They're actually lighting up the candles around the room.
Oh,
and
neat!
Summoning Blizzcon, who's also a cool as hell boss.
So you know the way, when we were in our sort of in the FF times when there's just nothing to talk about with WoW. But one of the things that was cool was just the level of spectacle. Mm-hmm. And okay, this is just a big candle man and some little mine carts, but those actually kind of work for spectacle.
Yeah, it's a super cool idea. I immediately was like a lot of
creativity.
Yeah, exactly. Great. A lot of what I go on here is literally just pure vibes, and in this case, it's just vibes. It has mix effect broken. It's not swapping them anymore. I think it has. I was paying attention to the.
See, well, maybe if I scream that.
Oh yes, it literally disconnected from the switcher, so that's been stuck in you for a little while. So let me just fix that really quickly.
Is this a plug in, plug out? How is that Ethernet that it's running on?
It has to be, because it cannot be. And it's just not connecting.
Just not connecting.
Sound. Well, I just click the connect button.
Hey, there we go. The power. Okay, wait. Now will it automatically activate its stuff?
Do we have VFA? No, we don't.
Which stands for video follows audio, which means if I'm louder, it transitions to me.
I have to manually turn this on. It didn't save the settings. Yay! It actually didn't save my settings. Are you serious? Oh my god, this is tilting. Sorry, 1 second. See, cursed.
Mild teething issues.
Yeah, I have. That's so cursed. Maybe this would have saved if I did something else.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit like how if you're ever in a WoW PTR or an alpha, set up your key bindings, then log out of the character, and that will save your key bindings and things like that.
Yes, that'll save your key bindings, and it'll also bring the camera to me, please.
Where was that?
Right, so yeah, that is a that's a default thing that the add-on actually has in it. It's a transition to this on-air thing, so I need to go and change the transitions because you'll see this. Yeah, I literally have to redo all the setup. Cool. Transition style. I need to turn that to cut, otherwise that will transition directly to the other thing instead of the source, which is cool.
Yeah, whatever Matt said.
Yeah, it's all very interesting. It's all very interesting, and that's still cutting to that. Fantastic.
Is that like a little picture of a studio?
Yeah, it's a picture of a studio. That's all it is.
Wow.
All right, so I've changed that next transition. So, hello.
There he is.
Yay, it fixed. It fixed. It worked. Yeah, that's the interrogation room.
Okay, and now it's on you.
Oh, yes.
It has quite a cooldown period.
Yes, it's not a cooldown period. It's the sample rate is too high.
Ah.
So it's waiting a long time to sample a lot of audio before it switches.
Of course.
Yeah, apologies. I fucking hate computers with all of my heart and soul. Right, well, that's
why you're bound to them.
Yeah, it's yeah, it is. It is exactly that. Fantastic.
So,
oh my god, Matt is back. Talk about BA. Blue Archive's been in maintenance since the maintenance been like 16 hours longer than usual because of the Railgun event starting, which finally proves that
help
to our assigned what the fucking Railgun's name is. It's dog shit. Anyway, back to World of Warcraft.
Congratulations, we've all made it through.
Darkflame Cleft. It's fine. I desperately wanted to do the event today, but I'll just do it later. My cafe's been full for 12 hours. My fucking heart's broken. So, this BlazeCon happens, right? BlazeCon happens, and he does stuff, which you'll see shortly. And you'll see what I mean about the mechanics being different. Well, we've all seen a bit of
Oh
that.
my god. Oh my god. What is this gameplay?
Swirlies follow you. You've seen that. Me getting hit by everything because I'm dog shit. But you see this? The candles are doing stuff. And there's fire.
I've turned the candles against us.
And now?
Oh!
Pizza slices and then unsafe pizza slices.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Very neat. Here, do you remember
It's very small,
you know,
but
a
I think
big
that's
cool
fun.
boss that did that?
Yep.
What was she called? Big lady slapdick from
Big
Maldraxxus.
lady slapdick.
From the necrotic way. The big slappers.
The big slappers.
Yeah, the big
You
tentacle
mean
slappers.
the tentacle, the last boss from...
Yeah, Big Lady Slapdick.
What was that dungeon called? It wasn't Necrotic Wig, because so
Wasn't that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was
the Plague Works. The Plague, the Slave.
The slime lady, yeah.
Yeah.
Slime lady, yeah.
Yeah, Big Lady Slapdick.
Yeah, so this isn't particularly new or special, but I was just like, man, this is actually fun.
It's a nice
I wish it were
implementation.
3 times as fast, but like it thematically looks cool. You can read the shit out of it.
You can see a version of that is done in a sauceless fashion, which is just some swirlies follow you and then a pizza slice explosion happens. I guess the bit that is that actually matters is how visually it all happens with the candles.
Yeah,
it's tying the mechanics. Tying the mechanics and the game world together to make an experience.
Yep.
Wow.
It is very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I don't know why I said that like a total cunt.
I don't know. So,
oh no, I said it. Oh, I dropped a hard C.
Sorry.
Stream's over.
In solidarity, cunt. There we go.
Oh no, Matt, our monetization has ran away.
So this is the Candle King boss thing. And it's not quite as interesting mechanically to me anyway, just yet. But it's got sauce. He just created wax molds of us. And those wax molds of us are doing stuff. And then very shortly, the Darkflame pickaxe will go out. That's a long ass cast for a pickaxe. We're casting a pickaxe. It targets players to get hit by it. And those players have to use the pickaxe in the darkness to destroy the wax molds. and then the wax molds melt into wax on the floor.
Oh.
And they're just kind of cooking with unique and interesting visuals for a lot of this stuff. And then you see me being a complete moron, just moving slowly out of it.
Yeah, their wax texture is quite cool.
Yeah, especially like it actually like it is your character model as well, which is just a small touch that they didn't have to do.
So for whatever reason, the way that it moves almost reminds me of the old school hue shifting.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
to get motion. That's cool.
It's good stuff. And now this is where they started to really pop off. This is a 3-minute clip, so maybe zoom 30 bit. But this is on the way to the final boss, the Darkness, who you will remember from Legion, those quests in Stormheim? I can't remember. The ones where you went into the cave and there's kobolds in the darkness. So you have to escort this candle on a minecart.
Oh my god, it's an Overwatch.
Yeah, you have to play Overwatch instead of World of Warcraft.
Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, it's payload.
Playing payload.
You're playing payload. But you're playing payload and the candle is burning out.
Oh.
So you need to stop these dudes from draining its light. It drains like when it's moving anyway. And there's like I don't do it here because I'm healing and also whoever that tech there
So is this trash or the final boss?
This is trash on the way to the boss. So
well, that's a more interesting way of doing trash.
Yeah. So we've got our evoker there, tech there, flying around, grabbing all the candles and bringing them back. And also kind of slowly telling us what to do because we've been hardcore testing. But it's basically you've got this like you split the group up into defend the cart and go get candles.
Don't worry, I think that was Matt in the recording getting a Discord notification. If you just checked your notifications, I did too.
That wouldn't have been. Where did that come from then? Because I don't record desktop audio.
Oh, well, I heard a Discord notification and I don't have one.
Interesting. Was it my phone? No, my phone's muted. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is a fairly cool segment, right? A fairly cool little segment of like going through, and you can see you can kind of mess it up as well, because we hit 0% there just before a candle was brought back, and maybe this lasts a little bit long, but it does feel like a proper gauntlet, especially there because these guys spawned, and being the amazing healer I am, Nagura got killed because I'm just like I'll just whatever. Or did she die? She died there, yes. And I'm like, cool. I am a dog shit healer, fantastic. It's all the alpha ping. It's all the alpha ping.
A damn alpha ping, yeah, it's awful.
It's that alpha ping stopped me from pressing Swift Men for 15 seconds.
I mean, especially since they moved all the alpha servers to Italy.
Yeah.
To just to screw over you.
The cart's not moving, lads. Yeah, you're right. The cart's not moving at all.
So yeah,
and
I mean,
look, because we messed up. So our timer's gone. We've bricked the key because no one went to pick up a candle.
Playing more of Resi 4, of course, in my professional run through.
Yeah.
Obviously, that is a game with minecart. I'm weak to this. But this is cool.
Yeah,
this is cool.
I really like this as a segment.
From start to end, this is all just feeling like it's really delivering on its fantasy.
Yeah. I thought this was an excellent dungeon so far.
How was the Rookery? I didn't do it in the last
Rookery
build.
was not this.
Okay.
So
it
wasn't
more
bad.
traditional?
It was more traditional. They had some real cool bits. Like I showed last week, I showed the little bit where you pick up a feather and then blast to free the rooks. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Otherwise, it was like pretty decent boss stuff. Like this is just an escort quest. It's like, yeah, this is something that they've, as far as I can remember, never done. And my first thought was,
oh my god, we live in unprecedented times.
My thought was, this is cool.
Yeah.
Mythic Plus players are going to hate this. And my next thought was, I can't believe they've just put this into a dungeon, said, fucking deal with Mythic Plusers. So now you've got a challenge that's not just walk through mobs. In the same way that Court of Stars has the additional challenge of go, kill the Fellbound Enforcers to summon out the bosses. There's just a little bit more of, this is cool, it's thematic, it works very, very well for like the feel of what you're going through a dungeon. It's the first time it's like, you can't go through the dungeon or you die, so you need to have the light to actually come along with you, the candlelight. I really, really like that. And then we have the darkness in 2 stages. The darkness in 2 stages, which is the first stage, which is a little bit that, the way we're getting Grim Batal?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
The people are terrified of having to do the bombing run.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you like this. So the minecart...
Terrified of the bombing run?
Yeah.
What?
Because people are bad. Anyway, So you get in the minecart, you get a load of explosives, and then everyone's on board.
Are we having a Resi 4?
We're having a Resi 4.
We're having a Resi 4. Let's go.
So
okay.
There's a minecart, and everyone's throwing the bombs in front of them, and then you go, oh, the darkness is behind us. Oh, Jesus Christ. So you have to slow him.
Dude, what the hell? This is really cool.
And hit him with the explosives, and the explosives you hit him with actually do real damage.
Yeah, okay. We were discussing doing a video about this. Greenlit.
Yeah, so the more you hit him with here, the less damage he has or health he has in the actual fight. I don't know what happens if you get caught here, but you actually do properly, like, maybe he just kills you, I don't know. But you do have to do this, and then there's this sick little bit where you keep exploding until you make it to the boss room. And I'm like,
dope.
Damn, this owns. This actually owns.
My verdict, sauced.
Yeah.
There is sauce all over this.
Okay.
Very good.
And then there's the boss.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically a lot more simple, but it is the candle mechanic, where you have to fight the boss, but you also have to protect the candle, which he does also target. So you need someone who's the dedicated candlestick keeper, and you have to like move out of that. But then you move out of that too far, you move into the darkness, so you're useless out there. So do you stay close to the candle or whatever? You need someone to go and pick up things to keep the candle alive, and then I think did we miss it there? Yeah, we didn't move the candle out of the way, so we just darkened it. So with no candle, we got a thing just in time. But otherwise, we were actually like 99% reduced damage and healing there for a brief second while that's there. So you just have to play around this reasonably simple boss, but you have to make sure to not hit the candle. Like, he was not that close to hitting it. But it's small, but it's really, really cool. It's really damn enjoyable. Like there, I'm like, oh shit, well, I'm a healer, might as well pick it up. Move the candle, there you go. So maybe there's more mechanics on Mythic and stuff that it would like lock you out and have to move the candle more. But I was very, very, very surprised that they have the bravery to go, are people going to get mad at this? Is this going to be challenging on Mythic Plus? Does this change up how we play the game? Yes. I think it is really cool.
Me too. I'm happy. Yeah.
I really, 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 I had so much, like, it wasn't the biggest time of, it wasn't like, this is the best dungeon of all time. I'm so happy. I'm stoked. You know, my heart wasn't racing. I wasn't like popping off, but I just came out of that dungeon going, holy shit. That was crazy good. That was crazy good.
What about the Stonevault?
He also feels terrifying, and he dies at like 50% or 45% or so. So you actually don't kill the boss. He actually goes, I'm bored now. Goodbye. Or the lights turn on and he runs away. So which means the darkness still exists.
He will be back. We have not defeated the darkness.
They could still play at the Darkmoon Fair.
Stonevault, I know, looks awesome.
It looks awesome, but it's less sauced.
Less sauced, but
yeah.
I suppose in the grand scheme of Warcraft sauciness, is it more sauced than average?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is this expansion generally more sauced than
generally,
average?
Yeah.
That's also been my impression.
Yeah, I skipped the first because Edna didn't really do anything I thought of note.
That dude looks cool.
This is the Forge speakers. So
it makes me think of playing Chaos Dwarves, and that makes me happy.
You've got one big speaker in the mech suit, and you've got a small one. You've got a lot of fire for a Mythic Plus boss. A lot of moving fire. So they're really not, like, they're not worried about overwhelming you too hard. And then there's Scrap Song, and like, what's that going to do? I wonder. Oh, shit.
Do you know what's really fantastic, Matt? The new Mythic 0.
Yeah.
All of this will play so much. Because
this will be amazing.
Whenever we were playing M0, it was nice having... Because I'm not going to say it was... the only thing that was challenged was us. But...
definitely.
Like, oh man, the Alcathar Academy silly things we were doing. But the thing that mattered there is, was it actually relevant content? Yeah, I mean, to our item levels, to everything, yes. I was getting like 40 item level upgrades. That was pretty fun. But the reason why I think I really enjoyed it is you felt like if you screwed up the mechanics, you would die. And when I did screw up the mechanics, I did. Right? So it had all of those things like consequence that normally are kind of only really present in an M+ dungeon, but without a timer. In a situation where if you wipe in the third boss, you don't really care. Because just, I mean, yes, you get more loot per hour if you don't wipe, sure. But no, key depletion, no gotta go fast gameplay. It was just relaxing, fun, and still challenging. It really just hit a great balance, and it let the actual mechanics shine. Now, in a situation with these dungeons where, you know, in the old system, they'd just be completely toothless on anything that didn't have a timer, I think a lot of those mechanics wouldn't shine as much. So that's just something that does have me pretty damn excited, I've got to say.
Yeah, very good. And I also
take it. Mix effect just dropped again.
Yeah, I was seeing the on-air light on my camera, and I was like, that's still there while he's talking, which is also cool that works. I'm like, why is it not swapping? Oh, it must have disconnected again. See, look, it swapped. Fantastic.
It's very neat. Yes, our cameras have a little red light on them. Boom! Now it's back to me.
Yeah,
well, very cool. Now, Matt, if we had Blackmagic studio cameras, see that little red light?
What about it?
It would be like about that size.
Well, I actually prefer smaller lights on most of my equipment because lights are terrible. Do you ever just like...
can't please them.
Do you ever just be existing and there's lights everywhere all the time? Do you ever go around... do you ever go around with like masking tape to try and cover up all the lights that are in your room and in your everywhere all the time?
So
I'm so tired.
You know those people that cover their entire house in like aluminium foil to stop the bad signals from getting in. That's profoundly what's. I mean, has someone installed like loads of bugs in your room? Is this like is this a Cold War spy thing going on?
It's small things like because I keep. You know, because of reasons, I keep electronic devices on.
I understand what you mean, though.
But I'm so tired of there being like one light just in a room. Or like when I'm sitting and I have, you know, I'm sitting playing Stellar Blade and it's 4 a.m. because I'm normal and well adjusted and the sun's not quite coming up yet. And it's literally just, you know, the only light in the room is the source of thing that I'm enjoying, which is Stellar Blade on the television. And then also my controller lights up for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And then also the PS5 is just blaring lights at me for no reason. I'm like, where's my option to turn the shit off so I don't have this fucking light just blasting me in the retinas from below while I'm trying to look at, you know, my parry timings, nothing else. So the Stonevault then, to go back on track. I thought this was a little clip here of literally us wiping because we're really stupid and didn't pay attention to anything that happened in the fight. We're like, oh, this is going very well, and oh, that was a lot of damage. Oh god, we're dead. Shit. So we literally just go, okay, what if you have? I look at me doing the high quality thing of checking the recap and going, oh, it was the thing that was really obvious and no one stopped. Fantastic. So they definitely aren't too worried about mobs having mechanics that just kill you if you don't like swap focus and things like that. Things like that. And now this is Skarmorak, which I'm pretty sure there's a boss. This is the very similar name. And it's a void stone elemental, which I think is a cool fight. It's not quite as interesting to the point I'm struggling to remember what it does. Oh yeah, there's orbs you pick up, and those orbs will give you a stack of damage, but also help you burst through his shield faster. Not general damage, but burst the shield. So in the same way, there's the... Not quite in the same way that you've got the... What's it called? The fucking boss in Naku Defensive. The one that kills you all the time and was impossible in Season 1. That one. The way you can pick up like orbs for extra damage.
Oh, the big swirly wind boy. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, like, you have to eat through that void discharge as fast as possible. That's just pulsing damage, while other people are taking extra damage from having those like orbs they picked up, which I picked up to see what it is. So there's like the paladin there took 3 of them, so he's going to be pumping against that shield, so I have to put a little bit more healing into him. Obviously it's like reasonably undertuned for us in a minute, so it is like actually just like a decently solid fight. A decently solid fight that you can see it's really simple, but you can see you have to push your damage to the limit to break that shield.
Yeah.
So you hold cooldowns for the shield, you pick up all the orbs. Do you have one designated damage dealer who holds cooldowns for that, or do you something else? You know, there's a little, they're just kind of cooking with some mechanical stuff. And then there's this last one, which is High Speaker Eric. Eric, High Speaker Eric. And he's got 2 void portals at the back of his room, which gives you maybe a bit of a clue to what's actually going on.
What's Eric been up to?
Eric has been communing with boys. So he puts debuffs on you that start to tick up more damage And the way to get rid of the debuff is to bring your corruption over to the void portal, but not too close to the void portal, or else you instantly die. So you see me go, this is going to kill me. What does this sort out? Oh, this fixes it. Okay, right, sweet. Does this fix it? I'm not healing very well, but also the paladin just dropped from half HP to dead. So you have to really respect that mechanic. And then Dorvan, I'm pretty sure Dorvan, yeah, he just yeets himself into the portal there. If you look to the portal to my left, does he blink on top of it? Is it? He just goes, oh, yeah, there you go. Just floats away and dies. So it's like not an amazing thing. It's not like super amazing, but it is just a kind of cool of, here's some stuff in the world you have to deal with. Here's more things that are in the game world that you have to interact with in some capacity.
And being
instead of just
more of raid bosses.
Yeah, instead of just hitting your buttons on a dungeon boss and dodging what it's doing, you've got other things to think about and fiddle with and do, which I think is generally like really enjoyable. Really, really enjoyable. And like the gameplay aspect of get close to the void, but not close enough you get sucked in, because that does like actually pull you in, is really funny. The amount of times you'll see someone like sprint towards it and then just realize too late they're too fast and get instantly killed. This is going to be fun. So that was those were the 2 dungeons that were on alpha, and I very much enjoyed both of them quite a lot. Darkflame Cleft is easily WoW's best dungeon in years.
Hell yeah.
There's some great dungeons in DF, there's some great dungeons in Shadowlands, some great dungeons in the past, but Darkflame Cleft to me is easily like, oh,
it looks memorable.
You have put you put a limit a little bit, because there's probably going to be backlash to how weird this is, but it's so different and so good. And I'm a fan of novelty in general. Give me something new, I'll be happier for it. But I was like, man, mad props to the team who worked on this, because it's so good. It's so good, and I can't wait for a load of people to cry and them to nerf it. I don't think they will. I trust them to have the stones to say, fuck it, do our payload objective inside World of Warcraft. I look forward to it.
Good. I mean, for a lot of the time they've been, you could almost say, like, designing in fear, and sort of holding on to tenets of the past, so...